So these samples are also for show. These are my samples. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, I cannot leave them here. I think it's the same. This another colorway. I think you can pass them around. I guess you have this one. This one. And there.
And we
I
are
think you have a
using
different. You
fabrics
have
in
this
our
one.
shop.
Yeah. It's the same as this
Very
one.
cute.
So again, I can change. Can I take it?
Yeah,
That way and that way, and I can think I can show this one. It's the first colorway. Oh, sorry. Hmm?
Oh no, that's not friend Julie. We met the other night.
Woo.
Thanks, Christy.
You can take this one. This small one is for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's just not everyone got.
Yes. I have lots of them. I have lots of them, so don't worry. Everyone can get a sample. Yeah.
My friend over there in the corner.
Yeah.
This is right up her speed.
I know. There's a chair over here too.
These are adorable.
Okay.
I love all of it.
All right, everybody's getting to see the back end view.
Okay. Okay, I'm good to go. Hi everyone. Hi. So my name is Elena. I'm a new designer for the Moda team, and that's this Chirp. It's my first collection with the Moda. So if you have any questions, you can stop me anytime and you can ask the question. So I think I can start by telling a little bit about myself and about this collection. So as a kid, I never had an idea that I will be an artist. I wanted to be a ballerina, but then I changed my mind. I wanted to become an interior designer, and I had my interior design classes in Russia. And then when my husband and I we moved to Canada, I got my interior design degree. And my favorite part of any project was picking up materials, some wallpaper samples, and fabrics. But still, I didn't have that idea that somebody is doing that job, that actually making a pattern, being a surface pattern designer is a job, and I can do it. So then I had my first kid, I had my second kid, we moved to United States, and then I found a post by my friend on Instagram about a spoon flower. I think you know that spoon flower is like a big print on demand shop. But I was amazed by that idea. They can draw something and then print it on fabric. It just was an amazing idea, and I opened my shop and I started like taking different classes on how to make patterns. But I had a big experience in drawing, so it was a very easy process for me to start drawing patterns. But it was 3 years ago. After that, I took a class by Bonnie Christine. I think you know Bonnie Christine. She's designing for Art Gallery Fabrics, I think so. But she's a great teacher, and I was designing this Chirp collection during her class. And a year later, I modified it for Moda, and unfortunately, one of my best prints for that was removed from the collection, but you can see it my Instagram. Yeah, it was very cute with little bugs, but it was too complicated, and it was another kind of hero print, and they decided to remove it because it was too busy for the collection. So this collection, I think I do have lots of samples for all of you. So you can 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the Moda team, they were so, yeah, they were so generous to give for everyone. I think, yeah, you can pass it. Yeah, also I have a bigger samples. Again, I think I will ask Jennifer what she would like to do with that. I have a jelly roll and I have like a big one. So,
Thank you very much.
yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah, Jennifer, and I have Jennifer, and I have this one for giveaway. also this one
Oh, okay.
and this one.
Okay, so how I
So
do those?
I have no ideas.
You whisper a number in my ear so you know
Yeah,
that
maybe you
they're
have like
not-
some write
And
in
then
numbers or
everybody
something
does
like
it.
that.
Okay, so so we'll do
Yeah.
a number
So
between
it's
1 and
one,
30. Just right in my
two,
ear.
3. I can write it down.
You
So
can
it'll
write
be
it down?
easy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
but a little bit later. So just a few.
I do.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
So that was, I think that's one of my favorite prints in this collection and my favorite colorway. Yeah, and I really want to do something like uh, not this kind of fabric, but a woven fabric to make something like that for myself, and I will be wearing like that. Yeah. So maybe I will be attending a quilt show for Moda, and that's why I was has built idea that I want to do something like wearing
so that's
some the same.
probably market that you're going to be at.
Yeah,
Eastern
maybe.
Market,
Yeah,
yes.
maybe. So if you see me wearing this one, realize. So this collection was 100% hand drawn. So I was doing sketches at first. Every single element here was hand drawn with black ink on paper, and then I digitized it, and I used Adobe Illustrator for doing that. So in most cases, I'm quite versatile in using digital programs. So I use Photoshop, I use Adobe Illustrator, I use Procreate on my iPad, but I still do not like make actual prints with watercolor or paint or markers. So I started doing sketches, and then I'm doing it digitally all the time. I do have my, it's right here. I do have my sketchbooks with me. If you want to take a look at that, it will be very interesting. So this one was here. So that's the idea how I start doing them, and I was decorating them. But my next collections for Moda, they will be digital. I will not do the same technique because this technique is so time consuming. I have to do every element and then to copy it and then to scan it. So it was so time consuming. But the idea behind this collection was like inspiration comes from my childhood and from my early drawings when I was making doodles and scribbles in my sketchbook, and they were very messy. I think the same idea that I have in my sketchbooks, it's very, very, very messy, but then out of that I will have something beautiful. So, and I remember my first drawing was something that looks like a bird with dots and scribbles and some beak. And that's why I wanted to make this collection look like that, like kids' scribbles and uh, sketches. So, but I was talking to my art director, and she said that she's okay me doing in every different technique because every my collection will still keep that idea that something cute and sweet and funny animals or nice colors, bright colors, something that will bring this idea of a childhood, of joy, of having fun, being outside, something like that. So it doesn't matter what technique I'm using, it still has this idea that it's very cute and nice. Yeah, so next collection will be different, but it still be very, very, very cute.
I hope it's one of these cats in here.
They're very cute.
I do have my samples of my next collection, but I'm not allowed to show them because the release day is I believe in September. The release day for Christmas, so it's Christmas collection. Yes, it will be a Christmas collection and cats. Am I allowed to say that? I'm not sure. So, and the next collection from Moda will be a spring summer floral collection. I believe it will be released by the end of spring, somewhere in June, July. I'm not sure about the timeline. And yeah, it will be in shops like in a year after that. And right now, sorry, I will start working on another collection that is a fall collection. I'm not sure what it will be about, but it will be a fall collection. Very cute and cozy and childish. And I hope you will like it as well. So yeah, I think that's it. If you have any questions, you're very welcome to ask.
So from the time you start designing, like how long does it take to hit the shops usually? Like when you finish a collection,
Mhm.
because you might have ideas now. Like
Yes,
when you
yes,
finish
it
one
will be like
and
at
it's
least
accepted and
a
said it's
year. So
one per
last
year.
summer I was submitting all these designs to Moda, so it
Okay,
took
now
a
they came in
year.
the summer
Yeah,
or
so to
Yeah,
release
so
the
we're working
collection.
with Stephanie Organis
Mhm.
on, I mean, she's with Andover, but
Mhm.
so she started thinking of a collection that I'm going to be introducing in at festival. Then we've been working together for a year, and the fabrics haven't even been released yet.
maybe
So
closer to
it
18
is.
So
months.
at
It
least
is,
a year, yeah.
It's probably about 18 months
Yeah.
from when the designer
And it-
presents
and
it
it
to
hits
the
the stores.
manufacturer. Then it doesn't get to us till about a year out.
Yeah.
So the fabrics that we get in, and I say, look at this new little thing. I've already known about it for a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
before
it's
y'all see
interesting.
it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, how did you get like linked up with Moda? Like,
I was
Did
just
somebody, like,
emailing.
discover you?
No, I was emailing them asking, okay, take a
Oh.
look at, please take a look at my portfolio. Here's my collection. Would you mind, looking at this? But it took me around, I would say, 6 months for them to ask, sorry, to reply, because quite a long process. They were busy, and I'm sure it was kind of a mental note. Okay, this one is cute. Like, place it on the wall, and then when they have right time and right, I would say, spot for me, so they have replied. But yeah.
That's cool. You just came up with the idea board or inspo board with some of these in there, and you just
So
submitted it.
yeah,
and
I
waited to
submitted
hear
this
back.
collection,
Kinda
and
like a writer submitting a book.
yes, I was submitting this collection, and I think I had some other collections, but they preferred this one. But because they didn't reply me for such a long time, at the time I was pitching my emails and my portfolio to other companies. So I had some licensing deals with other companies. But when I'm starting working with Moda, so I'm not allowed anymore to do any designs for other companies. So I will be with Moda for the rest of my life, I believe.
So when you presented your portfolio to Moda, did you already have a following on Facebook or
I
social
do. I
media?
do have like a big following on social media on Instagram,
Okay.
but mainly I would say not for patterns, but for general illustrations. Because before this idea of becoming a designer of fabrics, I had an idea of becoming a children's books illustrator. So, and one day I was just collecting all my illustrations. I sent them to an art agency. They accepted, like, I had maybe 5 replies, and 4 of them they offered me a contract. And I had an art agent, and I was like a children's books illustrator for a year, but it didn't work really well because I have to just sit and wait for them to find me a job, and it was like a nightmare because I couldn't take any jobs by myself. They all have to go through an agency. And after that, I was like, okay, no, thank you, I will be doing this one.
In Russia, did you grow up in the city or
In the city. So I was visiting my parents this summer, but right now they live outside of the city. And it's quite difficult because I was taking the bus all the time. I was not driving there, but I was taking a bus all the time, and the bus is once an hour. But it's so great to live outside of the city. I can see that difference being in the city and living outside. So I would live somewhere in the forest with a lake, with the mountains. It's my dream.
how many fabrics total are in
I
this
think there's a
collection?
12 collection. Let me check. I
it's
think
33.
I mean, like, the same design that.
Oh, okay.
Let me check. Yes, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would say there are 10 designs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I know it's weird numbers. These are weird numbers. They're like 7 and 8.
I don't know. I'm sorry. So there should be 10 designs. I think there were 9.
It says
Okay.
42
42.
squares here on the
Okay.
back.
Yes, it
Oh,
means
this one
42.
says 33 SKUs.
But there are 2 of them. There are
That's
2 of
almost like in
them.
the collection, they have some that are double.
Yes.
Packs.
Yes.
So it says 33 SKUs. Would that be?
That's
Yeah,
33
that means.
fabrics.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Sorry.
And so these are going to be available in like different
I
types
think
of charms
November.
and
In
fabrics.
November.
November, it's coming in November.
Oh, in November? Is that when?
That's when these are coming to my store. Yes.
Yeah, it's quite a long time. Yeah, and I'm always surprised that they're supposed to be seasonal, but you need some time to do something with these collections. So you have time, like autumn time and winter time, to do something and then to show it to public in the right time, I guess. This one?
Yes, I am new to having a really dedicated space, and I'm like, I really like these. So I'm like, which one do I want to do curtains with? So,
Oh.
and that is there's a gray as well. Yes.
Yes, there is a gray somewhere.
I'm like,
I think
Yeah,
there
when
is a
I
gray.
saw-
Oops,
when
sorry.
I got the Moda book and saw these, I was just blown over. And then they give us little bios in our books, and I was like, she's lovely.
Yeah.
so that's one. This one, yes.
Yeah,
So
it's the
that's-
same.
there's five,
Yes, 1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. 3 out of 5. Yes.
And I, you could put.
So how did you end up? You're in the Woodlands, right? How did you end up in the Woodlands?
So my husband, we moved from Canada, from Calgary, and it's the same oil and gas company from the end here, and he had a headquarters of his company here, and we also visited Houston maybe 7 years ago for his job, and we like this area, like Woodlands area. Yeah, so we decided to move that, and we were looking for schools for our kids, and we decided to, stay
Oil
there.
and gas makes a lot of
Oil and gas, yes. It's like when people
You just
asking me,
say oil
what
and
are you
gas,
doing
and
here? Like
yeah.
oil and gas, yes, yes.
So we're getting comments. What a beautiful collection. This is amazing. I love these. It's so sweet that she came. So lots of love on mine too. She was nervous about being
Yeah,
here,
I'm very
but-
nervous. I like being on the stage. That's me I like, because I was doing dancing and gymnastics and a little bit of ballet as well. So, but talking on public is a different experience. So I can dance here with no problems, But talking in public, that's a different experience. And it's
All
very
right, do you want to
difficult.
give them away?
All right.
Let me write a little numbers. So I'm just writing numbers, and they're trying to guess the number.
Yes, and they'll try
Okay.
to guess the number. And only you and I are going to see it. So you just
Yes.
write it on top. Each one of them have a little place to
Ah,
write.
yeah.
So
That's my birthday.
okay, so a number between 1 and 30. Just shout them out.
17.
17.
12,
27.
17.
I said 17.
Okay, has everybody said a number?
A lot of us said the same number.
Okay, who said the number 8?
Did anyone want to look over these?
Okay.
All right, this one's between 1 and 50.
Oh,
So, this is
Only
fun.
say one number and remember what you said.
43.
33. 44. 37. 49.
Winner, winner.
37.
All right. Okay, this one's between 1 and 30.
19.
10.
21.
13.
16. 12.
23.
Was it 10?
What was the last number?
Did you say 10?
23.
21.
The 12 is the closest.
I said 13.
What's the number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for
You're
coming. These are
welcome.
beautiful
I
fabrics.
hope you
and
like
I
it.
bought the collection before I even talked to you. So.
That's good.
Very pretty.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank